दोस्तों, this is the 8th episode of Life and Times of Captain Kumar, the 93-year-old cheerful morning walker on Carter Road. इस एपिसोड में हम देखेंगे कैसे एक यंग कैडेट अपना मास्टर्स सर्टिफिकेट पास करता है एंड on his maiden voyage as chief officer, he starts his journey, which also could have been his last, as he meets with a major accident, a personal accident. Let us hear from him only. Over to Captain.
In 1958, around December, I left my old company and joined Shipping Corporation after my finishing my master's certificate. They take me as chief officer and they tell me to go to Calcutta to join State of West Bengal. This ship was fully loaded in Calcutta with scrap and was on way to Japan. I started as chief officer on State of West Bengal. We sailed for Japan. On way to Japan, there was storm, so the captain took shelter in Hong Kong Harbour. 2 or 3 days we were in Hong Kong Harbour, and that is a British colony. So I knew the whiskey was very cheap over there. So I bought a case of black label whiskey. Okay. And took with me. So after 2 or 3 days in Hong Kong, we left for Niigata, north of Japan. But on way, as soon as we left Hong Kong, I had to I put cement bags in the spurling pipes where the chain goes to the anchor, the chain locker. The wall there is known as the bulkhead, is a collision bulkhead, so that water doesn't come in from there. So I cemented on top of where the chains go. But as soon as we left, when we got bad weather, I knew the cement must have been all washed. So in Formosa Strait, I told captain, we must the water must be going in the chain locker. I think if you alter course a little bit, I can go with my crew to the bow and put some sawdust bags to reduce the flow of water in it. Otherwise, we may have problem. This is an old ship. So he said, okay, you can do that. This was at 8 o'clock in the morning. He said, okay, you can do it. At 10 o'clock, he called me, what have you done to my ship? I said, why didn't you go forward? I said, I can't go unless you alter the course a bit. Otherwise, I'll get what the bows are going in the water. Otherwise, I won't be able to do my job. He said, send your crew. I said, I can't send my crew. I'm responsible for them. If I can't go, they can't go. So he said, okay. So he altered course by about 20-30 degrees. And we went there. We went put sawdust bags and all. We nearly finished. But I was still looking at it when the captain altered course. The altered course, the bows went in the water. And the crew had already left the bow. And the water came and I was under water in the bow. And I was thrown out and my leg hit the windlass. Windlass is the machine which picks up the anchors. And I heard a crack going. And I was just floating over when the Tyndall, that is the second in command of the Khalassis, first is the Sarang, second is the Tyndall, caught me. He's a big made fellow. He just caught me before I floated over the ship. So, but then they brought me back and I knew they had broken my leg. And so next year, 7 days to Japan, I could not walk. I was bedridden. So we went, in this fashion, we went to Niigata. It was snowing there heavily, north of Japan. And the doctors came to see me and he said, you have to be hospitalized. So the next day, the custom officer came to take my baggage. So I was thinking about my whiskey. One case of 6 bottles of whiskey, black label, it was like gold those days after the war. So I told the customer also, is it that you take 3 and I take 3? He said, yes, we will do that. At 1 o'clock, when the ambulance came to take me to the station, I was on my crutches. I went to see this customer also. I saw him all drunk, so I put all the 6 bottles in my bag and went off. Then I went to Tokyo. The agent came to see me. I was on crutches. I saw hundreds of other people with crutches. So I asked the agent, What happened? Why they are on crutches? I broke my leg in the storm. He said, they have come from skiing. They have broken the leg while skiing, learning to ski. so there were 100 more people with crutches. It was a very funny sight.
Yeah, must be.
Then they drove me to 50 kilometers to Yokohama, where there was a hospital, Bluff Hospital. That was the only hospital they spoke English. At that time, US 8th Army was in charge of Japan those days. Next day, Colonel Ridgway came, the surgeon from the army came to see my leg. He said, buddy, you have a crack on your knee, cartilage. I have to cut you open. So I said, hey, dog, go ahead. Hey, you ain't afraid, so I'm not afraid. So next day, they were taking me to this thing, so that among those nurses there, most of them were Japanese, except there was one mixed. She was half British or whatever it is. She was pretty, so I had an eye on her. I was nearly 25 and she was good looking, so I was eyeing her. So when she come to put me up from the bed to the stretcher, she put her hand underneath. I said, I have a good feeling you may not get a second chance.
You're flirting with her.
Yeah. So she started laughing. The surgeon said, why are you laughing? Then they cut me open and then they brought me back to the room. Dr. Morton was in charge, American doctor, in charge. So every evening he used to come. After 2 or 3 days, I said, Doc, I'm a shippy. He said, yes, I know. I'm fond of drink. I never had drunk 8 years, but I said, He said, yes, can I? I said, but where is the whiskey? I said, whiskey is under my bed. You just get soda. So every evening he used to come at 6 o'clock in the evening, he used to come and have a drink with me. That's how I spent another 15-20 days there before I was flown back to India.
Oh. This was your first voyage as
a chief on a new company before getting command.
Before getting command.
Yeah.
At the age of 24.
At 20, I was turning 25 then.
Turning 25. Okay. That's great.
Continue next.
We'll continue in next. So the journey continues. See you in the next episode. Please like, share and comment. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.